Today we are going to discuss about multiplication by 10, 100,000. Okay. Yes. Before that, please watch the video. After that, we will discuss the multiplication by 10,000 and 100. Okay.
These numbers have something in common. Can you spot what it is? We call these numbers multiples of powers of 10. That's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? But don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. 10, 100 and 1000 are all examples of multiples of powers of 10. We can multiply the number 10 by 10, which we know is 100. We can then multiply 100 by 10, which is 1000. Did you know that we can also multiply this number by 10? There are simple tricks we can use when multiplying and dividing a decimal number by multiples of powers of 10. These tricks will be especially helpful when dealing with large quantities of money. When we multiply or divide a decimal number by multiples of powers of 10, all we have to do is move the decimal point to the right or to the left. The first trick to remember is which direction we move our decimal point. When we are multiplying, we need to move the decimal point to the right. When we are dividing, we move the decimal point to the left. The second trick to remember is that no matter whether we are multiplying or dividing decimals by 10, 100, or 1000, we move the decimal point the same number of places as the amount of zeros in the number. Let's have a closer look to show you just how all of this works. When multiplying a decimal by 10, 100, or 1000, we move the decimal point to the right. We can see that by doing this, the number becomes bigger. Let's take the number 1.5. What is 1.5 multiplied by 10? Because we are multiplying 1.5 by 10, and 10 has 1 0, we move the decimal point one place to the right. When we move the decimal point one place to the right, we get the answer 15. Therefore, 1.5 multiplied by 10 equals 15. What happens if we want to find out what 1.5 multiplied by 100 is? Well, we know that 100 has 2 zeros. So to solve 1.5 times 100, all we need to do is move the decimal point 2 places to the right. This means 1.5 multiplied by 100 equals 150. How do you think we might find out what 1.5 multiplied by 1000 is? That's right, because there are 3 zeros in 1000. We move the decimal point 3 places to the right. Now we know that 1.5 multiplied by 1000 equals 1500. Remember, if you are multiplying a decimal by 10, 100 or 1000, you move the decimal point to the right. And don't forget to count the zeros in these numbers, because they will tell you straight away how many places to shift your decimal.
I hope you got some idea about multiplying by 10,000 and 100, right? Yes, now you can see the example. For example, 2.35 into 10. If you want to multiply by 10 this decimal, how many decimals we want to move here? In 10 means in 10 here how many zeros? Only 1 0. So only 1 0 means this is the decimal. You have to move only one decimal right side. Okay. So here it will come. So the answer is 23.5. Right? 23.5. Now the next example. 42.3 into 10. So how many zeros we want to move? Only 1 0, right? So where it will come? Here. The decimal will come here, isn't it? So here answer is 423, right? Here you can add 1 0, then point will come here. So that means 423.0. 423.0. So the answer how we can write? 423. After decimal, only 0, no numbers means you can write it like that. No problem. Understand? See the next example. 43.563 into 100. 43.563 into 100 means here 100, how many zeros are there? 2 zeros. So how many decimals we want to move? 2. So here decimal is already here. Okay, 43.563. So move 1, 2. So decimal point where it will come? 4356.3. Understand? 4356.3. Right? See the next example. 2.71 into 100. So we have to move the decimal 1, 2. Decimal where it will come? Here, isn't it? So the answer is 271.0. So how we can write the answer? Equal to 271. Isn't it? The example 0.437 into 100. 100. How many decimals? 3. 1, 2. Sorry, 2 only, right? So 1, 2. Point will come here. So the answer is 43.7. Understand? 3.148 into 1000. Into thousands. Into thousands here how many zeros? 3 0, right? So we want to move 3 decimal place. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The point will come here. So the answer is 3148.0. So we can write the answer 3148. Right? See the next example. 42.31 into 1000. Okay. Here 3 decimal places we want to move, right? Here 1, 2. Here only after decimal only 2 decimal places are there. You can add 2 or 3 zeros, no problem. Okay. So now I will change it. 1, 2, 3. So where it will come? Here. The answer is 42310.0. That means 42,310.0. Here we can write the answer 42,310. Right? See, this is the worksheet. Here multiplying decimals by 10, 100 and thousands. Here 1 or 2 questions I will explain. Okay. Here 23.5 into hundreds. How we can write this answer? 23.500 you can add. Because after decimal only 1 decimal place is there. So actually how many decimals we want to move? 2. 100 means 2. So where it will come? 1, 2. So the answer is what? 2350.0. So you can write the answer 2350. Right? Yes. Here 100. So how you can write? 1.15 can add 2 zeros. Okay. So decimal is here 1, 2 decimals. So answer is 115.0. Right? Can write the answer here 115. Understand? See, then 1000. Sorry, 10. 4.97. So only 1 decimal. So answer is 49.7. 49.7. 1000 check. 1000 here 0.12. Just add 2 or 3 zeros. How many decimals we want to move? 3. 1000 sir. 1000 means 3 decimals we want to move. So 1, 2, 3. Where the decimal point will come? Here. That is 120. Right? 120. Now remaining questions till 10. Okay. Remaining questions you are going to do it. That's your homework. Right? Now we are going to discuss about division of decimals. Okay, division of decimal also is normal division only. Okay, see here the first example 2.79 divided by 9. 2.79 divide the normal division 2.79 divided by 9. See compare 0. Right? Then this after that you have to take this number also, that is 27. Now this point you have to write it here. Point is here. Now 27. 27 how many times in ninth table? 3 times, right? 3 times 9 are 27. Next step, subtract. Then get 0. Next number is what? 9. 9 how many times? 1 time. 1 9 is 9. Now 0. So what's the answer? 0.31. Answer is 0.31. Understand? Example 8.9 divided by 5. Question 8.9 divided by 5. Yes, we can divide, isn't it? So because the divided value is greatest value. So how many times 5? Only 1 time. 1 5 is 5. Subtract it. 8 minus 5 is how much? 3. Next you have to write this decimal here. Put the decimal there. Then next number is 9. 39. 39 fifth table how many times? 7 times 5 are 34, right? 7 times 5 are 34. Now we get the remainder. 9 minus 5 is 4. Here 0. So actually here decimal is there. This the 10th place is here getting, right? So we can add here 1 0. Okay. We have to add 1 0. Now the value is 40. 40 fifth table how many times? 8 times. Okay. 8 times 5 are 40. Now 0 0. So the answer is what? 1.78. 1.78. Understand? The next example 1.61 divided by 7. Divide 1.61 divided by 7. Compare these two number. Divided and divisor. Divided is the smallest value. So what we have to do? 0. Then take next number. Then the middle decimal is there. Put the decimal. Okay, decimal. Now it is 16. So 7th table how many times? 1 time, 2 times it will come 14, isn't it? 2 times 7 are 14. Subtract 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. Next number 1. Now 21. 21 how many times? 3 times, isn't it? 3 times 7 are 21. Subtract 0. So answer is what? 0.23. 0.23. Understand? Next we are going to discuss about division by 10, 100 and 1000. Okay. In multiplication what you did? You have to move the decimal into right side, isn't it? In the division we are going to move the decimal left side. Okay. For example 35.31 divided by 10. Divided by 10. How we can divide? So this number we can write it 35.31 divided by 10. Okay. So decimal is here. In multiplication you have to move the decimal right side, isn't it? Now we are going to move the decimal left side in division. So how many decimals we want to move? 10 means only 1 0 side. So we have to move only 1 decimal. So point will come here. Understand? So the answer is 3.531. 3.531. Understand? 2.78 divided by 10. How we can divide? You have to move the decimal left side, isn't it? That means the point will come here. So the answer is 0.278. 0.278. Understand? See the next example. 432.5 divided by 10. So where it will come? The decimal you have to move in the left side. So decimal 5. Now 345.8 to divided by 100. Now how many decimals we want to move in the left side? Divided by 100. So 2 decimal places. In 10 means only 1. But 100 means you have to remove this 2 decimal. 1, 2. So the answer is what? 3.4582. 3.4582. See next example. 410.1 divided by 100. Sorry. Divided by 100. What's the answer? Put 2 decimal place. 1, 2. So the answer is 4.101. 4.101. Then next question, 3285.3 divided by 1000. Divided by 1000. So divided 1000 means how many decimals you want to move the left side? 3, isn't it? 3 decimals. 1, 2, 3. So where the point will come? 3.2853. 3.2853. See the next example. 3.5 divided by 1000. How you can write the answer? Here decimal, here no number, right? Only one place is there, one place only. So no number means you just add 0. Okay, no problem. So how many decimals we want to move? 1, 2, 3. So point will come here. So the answer is 0.0035. 0.0035. See here, 2.8 divided by 1000. So what's the answer? You have to add here 2 more zeros. Okay. Now 3 decimals you want to move. 1, 2, 3. Point will come here. So here that is 0.0028. Understand? One more example. 5.4 divided by 1000. So you can add here 0. Okay. How many decimals you want to move? 3. That means 1, 2, 3. What's the answer? 0.005. Understand? Hope you understand the concept. Now your homework is page number 111. Do it now. Now question multiply. 2 questions are there. Multiply by 100 and 1000. Then exercise 8.1 third question. Find the product. Okay, you are going to multiply 10, 100 and 1000. Then page number 114 exercise 8.2. Page number 114 exercise 8.2. That is your homework. Please try to complete your homework. If you have any doubt, please contact me. Thank you.